today because I am watching the kids while at work. So they're in the other room. So daddy's got to make sure that they're not getting into trouble. But anyways, man, first things first is I want to say that your face is definitely starting to show some weight loss. Like your face is starting to trim down. So definitely what we're doing is, slowly but surely, doing its job. So, I just want to say congratulations so far. You're down close to 10 pounds in about 9 weeks. And, if we were actually contest prepping, that's about the pace we want to be on. Because often, with athletes, and even myself included when I prep, is that, I shoot for, about a half a pound to a pound a week with my prep, and that's just to make sure that my performance in the gym is remaining really high, and that's exactly what's going on with you. Your performance is basically it's improving while dieting down. So that's we're definitely on pace. I think right now the pace we want to take, and with no immediate deadlines, it really does help to kind of keep the stress levels down. And as even with a prepping athlete, if I can get an athlete to pick a show that's like really far away, the better, because I'm able to prep them in a way where we keep those stress levels at a minimum, and the body is just in that environment. It's more willing to cooperate with progress than it is when you're really just stressed. Like, okay, I need to hurry up and lose weight, hurry up and lose weight. You start, with that sense of urgency, you start making judgment calls that maybe you shouldn't be making, like maybe too assertive, and it only creates more stress because now your body's like you're rushing, and then now your body, because you lower down calories or you added cardio or whatever, the body's just like, well, shit, now I'm even more stressed. So you know definitely we want to keep the stress level down. We want to have basically some good patience, and that's all we did by saying let's not make any changes. Let's just wait a week, because sometimes your body will just kind of let go of the weight, with what we're already doing, just by giving it more time. And so that's why I kind of made that call not to change anything. It's like sometimes you just have to have trust in the process and just give it time to do its thing. And that's exactly what I want to do again this week, is like, because we see, 261 on the scale, your face is thinning down. What we're doing is working so far. So, I want to basically just make sure that the momentum is not dead, not dying out. Like if there's even just a remote chance of some momentum, then you just ride that until it's no longer there. And you wait till progress has totally ceased, before you say, okay, now it's time to make an adjustment, because basically the body's just like, okay, that's it, no more progress. You have to kind of change things up. So yeah, man, it's just I really do appreciate you giving me your trust, and it's something I don't take for granted, or I don't take lightly. um, and because when you're a coach, you have people's goals in your hands, and they rely on you, and they really expect the coach to make good judgment calls and all that. So for me personally, as a coach, I really take it serious, my athletes' goals and their needs and their fears, concerns, stressors, all that kind of stuff taken into consideration. And so that's why I always want good communication on your end, which you've been doing a great job of. So I think together we're definitely going to make a lot more progress. It's just, I think, as long as we have the same approach that we've been having, is that is being just extremely patient, letting progress come to us versus us having to try to chase it down. I think that's what's really key, is that sometimes when you try to chase too much, that's when you get yourself in trouble. So yeah, so basically, um, like I said, I think everything right now is pretty solid. I think the environment right now for you is pretty solid, because you know what your macros are, you know what cardio is, you know what the training program is, so you're just basically just really familiar. You're executing it, and so there's no like high stress involved. Like, could you imagine if we were changing protocols constantly? That whenever you make a protocol change to somebody, it creates a stressor. It's like, okay, now, okay, if I lowered your food down, okay, now I gotta adjust food. It takes you a few days to get used to that. Or if I say, okay, let's throw a bunch of cardio on top of everything, creates more stress because now you're like, okay, not only is it more work for your body, but you also, okay, now it's a scheduling thing where you have to, okay, I gotta coordinate my days. So it just kind of creates stress. So we want to be able to make as much progress as possible without making that many changes. So that's kind of the game plan moving forward. We only make changes when, like I said, progress is just basically non-existent. But that hasn't happened yet. So basically, I would just keep everything kind of the same for now. Um, so yeah, other than that, that's about it. So like I said, no changes this week. Just keep doing what you're doing, keep executing, and we'll see what next week brings.